Hey everyone, this is the husband from Texas Roadrunners, and we're going to show you all how we decided to do this Weboost 4G signal booster. I'm going to do the roof first, just so you can see. We have a Maggie rack. I guess they call it Maggie rack anyways. It's a luggage rack. We were planning on putting kayaks up here. So the kayaks obviously will go one on each side of the air conditioner. So what I decided to do was lay my antenna down across the air conditioner. Now that's with the factory mount that they send you. It happened to fit on mine. Now you could probably attach this to your ladder where it just goes up and down with your ladder and extends maybe over the top of the roof a foot or so. But I'm going to have to climb on the ladder a lot, so we're going to try this first and see how it works. My application wouldn't even allow me to put all 4 bolts in the top. You can see maybe. Let me try to zoom in here. So I've got 2 bolts in. They're real tight. The bracket isn't going anywhere. I'm not worried about that thing coming off. And I zip tied my cables to my Maggie rack, so it's just clean. I got a little extra cable right there, a little loop I left on purpose, but that's it. That's the bracket they give you on the truck booster. The car booster uses a magnetic antenna. Now my understanding on the magnetic antenna, if that magnetic antenna isn't on a roof, a car roof, a metal body, it does not work. It won't actually gain. So I don't think you can use that on this, aside the fact that there's no place to stick it to. But even if you stuck a metal plate to the roof and then put the antenna on top, I'm not sure it would gain correctly or not. If you contacted Weboost, I'm sure they could tell you. So there's the roof. Very simple. Up here was really simple. So I'm going to pause you and get down off this ladder before I break my neck. Okay, on the outside I just have the antenna going over the drip rail, and then I have a plastic seal that covers up the screws for the slide-in box. I went in the top of that seal and I just pulled the seal out. It basically just slips in there. I can show you. And then that goes all the way down to the bottom of my window, and I just cut a little piece out of that and ran the cable out and into the window. So this seal here is very easy. Sorry, got this. I had my gimbal way wrong the other day, and this one's a lot closer, so hopefully it gets better and better. But that seal, it just lifts out, and you got these 2 flat pieces. They just go in this channel. So it just that's it. It goes in the channel. So if I need to replace that with another piece, it's no big deal. I can order it, pop it in 10 minutes. I might even go a size wider. So when I put it in, I have a bigger bump for the cable to ride in. Now I've slid my slide all the way in, and with my slide all the way in, it does not contact this plastic on either side. So this is not going to be a factor. It's basically just for looks to cover up the screws that go in there. And then I got a little one of those clips. Oh, y'all know what I'm talking about. The removable clips. I just put one of those on there to hold the cable. I had some roof sealer. It's special tape that sticks to the roof, and once you stick it on rubberized roof, you can't get it back off. I just wrapped the cord around that so it's white for now. I'll probably do something different on that. I'm not real thrilled with that part. But from a distance, see if we can back up here. from a distance, you know, looks pretty good. One line, so what? So now let's take a look at the inside. There's a lot of factors to consider on this Weboost. The inside and outside antennas can't be very close together. This one here, they're supposed to be 8 feet. Okay, on the inside, take your shoes off, we don't want to get in trouble. On the inside, that antenna wire just comes in through the window. Now these are the frameless windows. They have a seal that goes down that the window tightens up against. On the bottom of that seal has a gap on both sides. It has a gap here and a gap here. And I just ran that cable in that gap and closed the window. The other thing I did was I took the cable and I just took a pair of needle nose, and on needle nose, most needle nose will have a flat spot towards the handle. Down at the end of the needle nose, it'll have lines, grooves in it. So on the flat spot, I just took and I slightly compressed that cable and gave it a flat spot. Just press, 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 real easy, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, until it was flat, I guess you'd say flatter. And then I put it in the window and I just closed it. Now in the window it'll flatten out all by itself. I was just trying to speed up the process a little. So the cable goes in the top, goes in the in. On mine I have it on the top. When we leave, we'll have to remember to disconnect the Weboost before we slide in the slide. That's the only bad part about the way this is set up right now. But it'll be on our checklist. And then you have the inside antenna comes out the bottom, the way I have this. The main reason it's like that is because the power cable, that's all the length there is. So I either had to mount it up high so the power cable could plug in there, or mount it down low. I just chose to mount it down low. I'll probably do something to make this cable a smidgen neater. Maybe put another clip here where it just comes down here and then over. But my main concern was just getting it hooked up. Now the cool thing about another cool thing about the car model is it runs off 12 volts. So you have this little 12 volt power. There's that adapter box is part of the power cable. And then on mine I just ran it across the top of the dinette, so you can't really see the cables, and then plugs into a power outlet we have over here. It comes with its own on-off switch, which is nice. So once you plug in both antennas, then the power, and then you can turn it on. You're not supposed to turn it on before that. So we turn it on, and this little candy bar antenna, what they call it, this is your inside actual booster. And we'll take a look at that. But that also, there's a reason that's there. So we turn it on. We have a green light. And basically a green light means it works. Everything's good to go. The inside and outside antennas are not conflicting. On the house version, I could not get the antennas far enough away on this unit. And this unit is 20 feet long. Okay? But the inside and outside antennas cannot face each other. So you have to have a significantly long unit to get those apart where the inside antenna isn't facing the outside antenna. Also, the inside antenna obviously needs to face where you need the signal boosted. So on a 20-foot unit, I just couldn't make that happen. No way, no how. On a 40-foot unit, you might be able to make that work. I wouldn't go with the home version. It's really designed to boost a whole home, so the inside antenna is very strong. You really want an RV version at the most. The RV version will put out a stronger signal to boost your phone. So I can kind of show you that part a little bit